speak in bahasa? Ya, thank you.
Suara tidak terdengar, Mbak. Mute.
Ya, baik Bapak dan Ibu, izin untuk membuka acaranya terlebih dahulu. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat pagi Bapak dan Ibu, salam sejahtera bagi kita semua. Kepada yang terhormat Bapak Hendro Subagio selaku Direktur Repositori Multimedia dan Penerbit Ilmiah. Kemudian kepada yang terhormat narasumber kita, Miss Mendy Sam. Lalu kepada yang terhormat moderator kita dari iGroup, Miss Mika Talita. Kepada yang terhormat Bapak dan Ibu, seluruh peserta sosialisasi yang berbahagia, hadirin yang kami hormati, pertama-tama marilah kita panjatkan puji syukur kehadirat Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, karena atas berkat rahmatnya kita semua dapat hadir pada kesempatan kali ini pada acara sosialisasi dan workshop American Chemical Society dengan tema User Training for Database ACS Publication yang diselenggarakan secara virtual pada hari Kamis tanggal 24 Juli jam 9.00. Kegiatan ini diselenggarakan oleh Direktorat Repositori Multimedia dan Penerbitan Ilmiah untuk mendukung Litbang Jirak para periset dan untuk meningkatkan pemanfaatan e-resources oleh periset di lingkungan BRIN. Selanjutnya, saya Rasti selaku pembawa acara akan membacakan susunan acara pada hari ini. Yang pertama adalah pembukaan, kemudian kita akan menyanyikan lagu Indonesia Raya. Selanjutnya adalah sambutan dari Direktur Repositori Multimedia dan Penerbitan Ilmiah, Bapak Hendro Subagio. Lalu kita lanjutkan dengan sesi foto bersama dan dilanjutkan kepada acara inti yaitu sosialisasi dan workshop User Training for Database ACS Publication yang akan disampaikan oleh Miss Mendy Sam selaku Market and Business Development Manager ACS Publication ASEAN and Oceania. Kemudian dilanjutkan oleh diskusi dan tanya jawab. Ya baik, kita memasuki kepada acara pertama yaitu pembukaan. Marilah kita buka acara ini dengan bersama-sama mengucap Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Bapak dan Ibu yang berbahagia. Selanjutnya adalah menyanyikan lagu Indonesia Raya. Mari kita dengarkan lagu Indonesia Raya. Ya, baik. Sebelum kita memasuki acara inti, marilah kita dengarkan sambutan yang akan disampaikan oleh Direktur Repositori Multimedia dan Penerbitan Ilmiah kepada Bapak Hendro Subagio. Kami persilahkan.
Thank you, Mbak Rasti, everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning again. Thank you for attending this event. we apologize for the inconvenience because we started late and we make conversation, little conversation, but before the event began, we discussion become very serious. It's okay. It's okay. Thank you to our speakers today, Ms. Mandy Sam from ACS, and also Ms. Mika from I Group for our moderator today. And also we welcome and thank you to our participant from today we invite 7 research organizations from 12 research organizations. We invite, let me see, research organization Archaeology, Language and Literature, Nuclear Energy, the third Energy and Manufacturing, and the fourth Nanotechnology and Materials, Research Organization Health, Research Organization Life Sciences and Environment, and the last is Research Organization Agriculture and Food. And today we will listen and learn more from Mandy Sam about the ACS and how we can use ACS more efficiently and benefit for our research. And the last, I hope this event runs well, smoothly, and benefits for us, especially for our researcher. And thank you again, Ms. Disam and Ms. Mika, for your coming and your contribution in this event. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Ya, baik. Terima kasih Pak Hendro atas sambutannya. Selanjutnya kita sampai kepada acara inti, yaitu penyampaian materi, sosialisasi, dan workshop. Selanjutnya, acara saya serahkan kepada Miss Mika Talita selaku moderator. Kepada Miss Mika, kami persilahkan.
Baik, terima kasih Ibu Rasti. Selamat siang Bapak dan Ibu. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera bagi kita semua. Selamat bergabung untuk seluruh audiens Civitas BRIN untuk pertemuan pada hari ini. Pertama-tama perkenalkan saya Mika sebagai Business Support dari iGroup Asia Pasifik. Saya akan menjadi moderator Anda sesuai dengan agenda training session pada hari ini, Essential Services for Chemistry and Beyond dari American Chemical Society yang akan langsung dibawakan oleh speaker kita, Miss Mandy Sam, sebagai Market and Business Development Manager. Please welcome Miss Mandy. Good morning, Mandy.
I apologize for.
It's okay.
Please bear with me. I might not know this is. I need to
Yes.
follow the protocol a bit. Okay,
It's
let
okay.
me introduce for those who just joined. My name is Mandy. I'm from American Chemical Society. I'm handling ASEAN's and Oceania's market, and I'm currently based in Malaysia. Today, I will be just want to share a little bit about ACS, American Chemical Society, with ACS publications, and what type of services and also the resources that you can provide for the user. And also would like to find out for if you have any specific research that you would like to look into, because BRIN is a very specialized into the respective research specializations. You want to look into it, then I'm going to share a little bit. And I started to introduce a little bit what is American Chemical Society. We have been more than 160 years. And from the year that we established, it started with the chemistry objective from the chemists. And for the past 150 years, we have been expand our collections, okay, in the global. And we also expand our collection for the chemistry to the new expanded science-related subject, especially in the area of environmental science, material science, and the new topic that will be relevant with the core chemistry area. And our first flagship journal is Journal of American Chemical Society. And this is the journal that we're starting, that will see the establishments of the American Chemical Society publications. So you see the ACS publication. And we also have our sister company, which You could have an access for the sign finder come from CAS. And sometimes you'll be able to reach out to our ACS, the society, the membership group that will be able to connect with the professional chapters. So this will be the professional chapter for the global. And in this part of the region for Southeast Asia, we have our professional chapter from Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore, Australia. I think Indonesia, we yet to have it, but we do have the international student chapters. So this will be a group of a researcher, the young researcher looking into our content, looking into some of the services, and some of them that might have attend our ACS national meeting. So from there, you'll be able to see worldwide, you'll be able to communicate with about 150,000 members. Okay, they will be really help if you want to do your collaboration, your research beyond Indonesia. So we do have this kind of contact, and we do like you to go beyond the area, or you have a chance that you can communicate with this group of the researcher. And year to date, we do have ACS expand globally. We have our staff, we have the respective local session, we have some of the technical division do their technical specializations, and we do have the professional chapter, which they are the author and also the researcher, and we do have about 1,200 over the student chapters. Why I need to highlight this? Because I would like to library to provide this kind of network opportunity or any of the collaboration that we start together with this group of the researcher, and we'll be able, from there, we'll be able to provide some of the resources through your travel grants, your scholarship, some of the award. Please look into this kind of resources because it's really beneficial for your researcher, and that will be a good resources for you to start your research. Besides, you're having access through the library for your publications, for your submissions, that will be the resources available. I just quickly highlight to you. And we started with chemistry. Right now, we have been expanding our focus for science. So overall science, it do not restrict only chemistry, but we understand chemistry is the foundation of a lot of a new development. And we are continuing to focus supporting based on your specialization, based on the area that you're interested. We do have a lot of resources available beside our full text content that we share from the library. We do have some of the new initiative. We provided the grant, especially in the SDG area for the United Nations initiative. We'll be able to see a lot more resources is provided into this area. Okay, this is all available in our website. If you find this is something applicable to your research area, that will be the group of researchers existingly been working into this area. And we'll look into some of the activity. If you have some of the new initiative, the library want to reach out for your young group, young researcher to support some of the early development of the researcher, or you want to support your senior researcher into the publication, we do have this kind of resources available. Okay, and we like to also see we have been doing some a lot of advocation through this society, especially in the US. There will be a lot of new development, especially recently there are a lot of new changes. So as a society, we have been working closely with the advocate through our president to work on this kind of a new initiative so that we'll be able to provide a space for our scientists to work into some of the new innovation, new finding, and so also sharing the science communication itself. So we do have a lot of activity to engage the community. I found this is important. If you have assistantly attend our community activity, our ACS national meeting twice a year, we have about more than 12,000 attendees. And this coming August, we'll have our national 4th meeting in Washington, D.C. That will be a lot of presentation. That will be the lecture. That will be the award giving. And there will be exhibitions for you to connect. And we'll be able to reach out to the respective research community through the respective professional chapter, student chapter, and some of the club that will be putting in worldwide. Okay, why I need to provide this? Because when this kind of resources been put in place, Okay, that will be some of the things that you can beneficial to using it. Some is also provide you with some of the advice, some of the resources giving you to learn what will be the peer review, what will be the author resources that can able to find it. Okay, and just quickly we share about some of the community, and I also highlight this. This Chemical and Engineering News magazine is a magazine provided for all the ACS members since we have 150,000 members. So this magazine to provide the latest trends, industry news about this chemistry and engineering sector. At the same time, we do have a lot of a new market outlook, especially if green is supporting the whole research backbone of Indonesia. You would like to know the worldwide, what will be the key industry trend, what will be the indicator, and what will be the report. And recently, we just shared the latest market, the top 50 chemical industry in the world. Okay, they will be able to list down all the information, all the in-house information compiled by our ACS editorial teams that will be able to share this with you. Feel free when I highlight, you just look into the CNEN, that will be the latest information. If you're not aware how you get the information, I'm going to show it to you in the later stage when we do the demo. So this is the key magazine we encourage you to use, although you might not be a scientist, but if you are policy maker, if you are the one who dealing with the human resource, how to find your scientist career development, this will be the source that you can look into, and you have a latest update, what will be the current trends, what will be the new hot topic available. Now, I would like to focus into ACS publications. So this is the publishers platform holding the content. And year to date, we have more than 80 journals. So this is on the subscription journal. And we also developed more than 19 fully open access journals. And we also, this content is also include our ebook, ACS in Focus, our other reference material, especially the ACS guide, ACS reagent chemical. This is a content existingly available for your user. I know a lot of researchers, they only notice for the journal, but we do have this kind of contents. Okay, for the journal part, we have been expanded into a multidiscipline approach. So a lot of librarians still classify ACS journal is chemistry subject. But for the past many years, we have been expanding the collection to the engineering approach, especially in our applied material collections, and also looking into the environmental science and technology collections, and also some of the new area. The next two journals we're going to highlight for this 2026 will be for the ACS nanomedicines and also the ACS nutritionist. So that will be the area you're looking into beyond the chemistry we're talking about. And we also highly emphasize the quality of the journal as the non-for-profit. Our emphasis for the quality, and most of our editor is an expert in the field. So they do not work for ACS, but they are the scientists from their own institution. They're being the editor-in-chief. They organize this, and they have been keeping a very good quality of our content is being emphasized. Okay, based on, you can see some of the indication from our impact factors, and also you're looking into some of the number of citations, and we are proud to say that we're the most cited, most trusted, and most read collections. And currently for the library provide the access for more than about 70 hybrid journal. Okay, and this if you inclusive the open access journal, now we have over about 90 to 100 journals available. And for the ebook is included, and the ebook is I also talking about the journal from the first volume, first issue. They mean currently the subscription, if you go into the individual journal, you'll be from the year of back file 1996 to the current year. But because library provide the access for all access subscription, your content right now is from our first volume, first issue, especially if the first journal is the jazz, you have all the back file and also the current file. And for the ebook, it will be the same. We have over 1,700 ebook available into this collection. We do have the ACS reagent chemical. So this is a single resources you look into. If you're working in the lab, you would like to work into some of the approved method and specification. This is a database you look into. We also have a quick learning of the resources. We call it ACS in focus. So it's a new imaging topic, especially for the scientists, which is not specialized into the new area, especially like AI, machine learning. They can have a quick learning from these resources. We also include the chemical engineering magazine into this collection, and not without mentioning that we also have this ACS guide to scholarly communications. For those who are new into it, this is used to be a guide in the printed format. Now we digitize it, we make it as a resources for you to have an understanding for the scholarly communication. It started from select a journal all the way to you publish an article to you do your science communication. So this provide you a guide, what will be the best resources you can look into. Just a quick recap. So this is for the ebook, ACS in focus, ACS guide, ACS reagent chemical. Okay, this is all is the content that we provide. In order to make the content findable, searchable, usable, so this is the solution that we provide. Okay, why we have to specific mention this is content, this is solution, because this is a solution to make your content applicable. For example, for library, in order to make the content reachable, you need to have a MARC record. For the ebook, you can include your MARC record so that you can find the respective collections in your library system. Or some of the journal, you can do the customization to find the respective information. So we do have a journal record, and we also have a respective solution to make our content searchable, findable for you. If you're looking into supporting the open access, open access publishing is one of the new initiative, and you want to encourage how to help your young author or some of the researcher to be able to submit your manuscript into this journal collection. We do have some source, we do have some of the tools, we have some of the information, and one of it, you can look into one of the option into the open access, and ACS supporting whatever option the author want. If you want to have the open access, it's a wider simulation from all these things. We have been working in it for the past 10 to 15 years to provide support. Started with provide the grant for the author, and we work into some of the discount arrangements, and we also look into some of the new infrastructure or the business model can support the researcher into this area. And definitely there will be a lot more groundwork, how to make all this kind of open access, open data policy in place in our whole collection. There'll be a whole long story, but we give you just a roadmap. We do have some of the read and publish agreements. If you're ready, we look into this option. And we also want to showcase this is for the researcher resources. We have resources for the library so that to make your subscriptions available can be accessed. We also make our resources available to the researcher or the author who need to publish. You need to look into the whole process of the manuscript submissions. What will be the journal selected tools or some of the journal lists that you can look into. We do have some of the tools. If you publish with ACS before, we have a comprehensive investment into it. But if you're still at the stage that I do not really have a good understanding about ACS journal, ACS benefit of submitting the manuscript, we do provide these two free resources. So this is support given by the editorial team for those who like to know the free resources for the author, from the journal selections, from the understanding of matching the right collections and what will be the requirements. It's all you can read through the ACS Author Lab. It's a free resources we provide. Another process is ACS Reviewer Lab. All our journal and our ebook is a peer review. For those who are new into it, this is a very important process in the publishing ecosystems. So for those who want to publish, okay, you also need to have your reviewer list ready. And those who have been doing the review, you will ask why I need to do this, why I need to support it, why I have this. So they do have this kind of guideline. Feel free to look into these free resources, the peer review training course. Okay, we can provide it for your user, especially for those who are not very familiar with this whole system. We can provide the free course to you. We also want you to stay connect what's happening right now. We do have very, very intensive information, the newsletters, our blog, our new update informations. For the Southeast Asia, we do have the ACS Asians Insight, ASEAN's Insights. So we provide a platform for the author or researcher to share the common topic, or sometimes we have provide a platform for the author to highlight their key research. So this will be a newsletter we'll be working in. We do have some specific, if you come from the research group, specialize in the area of agriculture, food, environment, please sign into our respective industry newsletter. They will give you the latest update. And we do have some of the new hot topic based on our blog. We do have some of the outreach activity. This is the program initiated by the Southeast Asia region, the ASEAN regions. We call it the platform product publishing. That will be the online web banner we're going through. We invite our ACS editor to come in to provide some of the understanding to support the young researcher who want to publish with us. After they publish with us, this is a topic that about the science communication, how they're going to share the resources. Feel free, we have a series of 3. The first one we already done in April, but the next one will be on 14 August. This is on the science communication. And we have another sessions. It's on the 16th October. They will be on the open access. Okay, basically we look into the researcher from the region to share the experience of this. Okay, this could be some of the learning. We're also working into some of the program. We call it the ACS on campus. This is the user program that we like to work into some of the publishings, or you want to look into some of the workshop. You can help your researcher into a particular area, especially for the career development on the publishing tips in the science communications. We can work into this program, okay, for your researcher, and we need to find a schedule. Preferable, this will be done through physical sessions. If Bryn is interested, okay, we can talk about it and we see what will be the planning. And in this region, in this year, I already work with a key institution like in Mahidons, which we work closely with the library and also the researcher in the region to share their knowledge. And the next one I'm going to work in will be the University of Queensland. This will be another new area we're working into. So in the global, based on my portfolio, I've been working into the Southeast Asia country. Every year, I will identify the key institution who will be the candidate that we can work closely for this outreach program. And now I'm looking into our blog. I do not know what will be the current hot topic or research area that you're working. If you see some of this information, this is some of the blog that we have been highlighting. For the example, this week is a sharp week. We're working into the write-up, a multidiscipline approach to look into the biotech, material science, and environmental area. So this is all connected to the current, the research developments. It could be something combination come from our respective journal. They work together to work into a selective topic. It could be a potential for Bryn to look into this area before you go into the next to submit your manuscript. And we're also working into other new hot topic, okay, on the chemical engineering and industry chemistry. Feel free to look into this. That will be a lot more resources that you can see beside the full text that you're having access right now. We also have others, most read collections. So this is a collections that have been selected to our editor choice. Okay, every articles, okay, they will select selective article for the most read in the region, then they will share it in our newsletter. Later, I will do the demo. You'll be able to see what will be the resources that we put it in place for your researcher. And we're also talking into some of the policy. Okay, what will be the guidance for the research when you are doing the submissions? After your submissions, what will be the requirement needed? So that's ongoing thing that the researcher can look into it. And I will do a quick demo. Before I do the quick demo, I would like to ask, is there any questions for me so far? Is it the information that you want to zoom in? Feel free to put it in, or please ask me if anything that you like to look into. If not, I will go into straight away to do the demo. So if you have access to the webs, your systems, okay, you look into the ACS, there will be pub.acs.org. And from here, you'll be able to see, okay, if you want to know the information for ACS, they will have a latest activity, the new initiative, and also some of the specifications that we put in for respective area. And I would like to spend more time about ACS. Okay, if you're interested, you can look into the CNEN, this is the magazine, or you will be related to the sign finders, and that will be the component. So now we only look into the journal component come from the ACS publications. So this is a website that we are having. This is how we define our collections. This is the access for the full text for all the content. If you need additional information for the author, how to publish with us, okay, that will be the tab. If you want to know a lot more about the open science, okay, some of the solution. So this is a journal that we highlight, selected by the editor. Okay, this is the editor choice. That will be the significant research that is very impactful to the community. The editor will recommend it. So every day, there will be the editor choice put into the key session. If you want to look into the services we have, for example, just now I highlight with you the Author Lab, ACS peer review. So this will be the services that we provide, okay, free resources for your user. And there will be other resources that you can look into. So today I will go in mainly for the journal. What is included into this? By subject area, we put it in, and you can go into this entry. Yeah, this is all the journal. By article, you look, by journal title, you look into. This will be the content, include the journal, books and reference, news, and we also have the personalization feature for you to curate your content. You make into your own compositions of the content. So first thing, I look into the journals. Okay, if you look into the respective journal, the current journal itself, if you do the browsing, we do have the journal page. So this is a journal, give you a full understanding, okay, what will be, how we organize the journal. Okay, from where, which year to which year. Some is a new journal, some is a back to the first volume, first issue, come into as a legacy archive content. So you'll be able to see that is an issue and also the volume of the respective content we put it in. Okay, when you look into this, you'll be able to showcase for this journal. If you don't have any information about this journal, you'll be able to know the impact factor. Yeah, 17.7 is quite significant in the area on the chemical research. And you'll be able to see the citation score and also the number of citations. Okay, and we do have this as soon as they publish articles, when you have the online features, there's no delay. Even we haven't compiled it into the respective volume, you have it as soon as it's released, it's been accepted, then you have the full text. So the latest information will be uploaded into this. And we'll be able to see what will be the key area. And you want to do your submission, we will address this for the author, going through the whole process of the submissions. They will give you a tools. Before you have access, you need to register for the ACS ID. I forgot to show the ACS ID. Okay. So this is going to the ACS publishing centers. So for those who already have the ACS ID, you can register, you go into the process, you're going to link it into the whole publishing process. Yeah, or is encouraged as well. You have the ACS ID. So how you're going to register your ACS ID? First of all, you go into the top level sessions. Okay, you do have the login. If you're first time, they will ask you to register with your username and also the email address. When you register, you can log in. You do have the access of this already. So if I log out, okay, this is the page. Your first time doing it. Oh, okay, if the first time you do your registration in the later after you registered it the first time, you'll be able to have your personalization features. You'll be able to have all these kind of informations. And at the library administrator, you'll be able to download the usage report from there. Okay, log in at the first time. Okay, the rest of the session, you can start using the respective features. Okay, and for all the journal is all listed down here. Okay, if I look into part of the search, okay, the search is very simple. We don't need to have a lot of learning technique. For example, if I have any of the related to your latest cancer research, okay, when you're doing this kind of search functionality, they will zoom you into the advanced features. If not, when this cancer research coming in, they will going through the overall. Yeah, when you're going through the overall, they will be able to do your refined search based on the more refined. If I want to go into the cancer research in the area of chemistry, biochemistry itself, for all the content that we put it, that will continue to refine for you from the big search result that will be able to provide you with the journal articles for the CNN articles and also respective book chapter. You can find the informations, okay, based on the relevancy and the latest update that you put it in according to the specific publication that you're interested. That will be the area that I will look into. I think for this case, like if I only look into this journal for the particular cancer research in the biochemistry, that will be the latest information that I can find based on the relevancy, or I want to based on the latest date that I will have the informations, okay, about this publication. If I find this is something that relevant to me, I will straight away go into the full text. From the full text, you have an option going through the HTML or you're going to the full PDF sections. From there, you'll be able to do your searching and reading through the whole HTML format. And you want to do a selective search because this is a very latest publication. It's just been issued on the 23rd July. So it's up to yesterday, American time. So you'll be able to see this is the latest information and you were able to do your specialization. In future, anything related to this, I want to get my alert. I can sign in, okay, with my email address to get this latest update for these journals or the respective issue. So this is some of the feature you can use. Very straightforward. In future, anything related to this, they will send it to your email and you will want to look into the respective figures itself. You can just going through the search, okay, or going to the browsing mode. And most of this, all of these images, you'll be able to download it. Okay, it's a shareable, usable with a fair use term. And any of the reference information, you'll be able to click into it. So all this relevant information will be shared to you. Okay, so from here, we'll be able to accumulate your personalization features. Once you have the ACS ID logged into it, all this information will be able to add on to your information. Okay, once I sign in, so this is my personalization features. For the user who are new, please register and log in. They will be able to do sharing of the information. You'll be able to jump the session all the way from intro to the methodology or some of the reference and cited information. You'll be able to see in the full picture. And all this is all linked together with our full collection. If every time come back to this page, any of the search functionality, they will find the information from journal, books, databases to give you an overview of your research interest. Okay, if you look into this, that will be one of the approach. Or you have a specific research focus. I encourage you to go into this, look into the research area. Let me make it a little bit, okay? If you look into the research, if you have a group of research group focused on the agriculture, food, and environment, so this is the industry that we are compiling the information for you. If you are new, feel free to sign into our newsletter. Any related information into this discipline, they will update you. They will give you the latest trends, informations, the publication related to this area. They will be able to have some of the interview features. This is a solution page. We work on some of the new area of your interest. So we will do some of the interview, some of the additional add-on beside the full text that we put it into this. Okay, we'll be able to give you on this subject specifications. Okay, if you have other needs come into the different industry, now I think it's a very, very trendy. People look into the healthcare. So in terms of biopharma and the biotechnology, a part of the area we put it in, so you'll be able to find our book, journal, and other related informations, and that will be able to give you an overview. We support it at the multidiscipline solution for your researcher, especially right now, the journal itself, it do not restrict, okay, one journal only for one subject area. So we'll be able to see all this information ready, okay, by subject specific. Another new area, you want to look into the solutions in the open science, okay? So that will be one of the access that you can look into the ACS open science. What will be the option available? You are talking about now, this is for the government sector, especially for the green sections. Okay, you do have some of the science policy information update and would be a latest science developments. Okay, this is one of the area we're going through. And the next one I would like to showcase to you for our blog. So this is the latest update through the ACS blog that we highlight. If you look into what will be the latest informations, okay, this is a blog that we would like to give additional information in the area of agriculture and the food science. Okay, we do have the latest compilation work from the respective editorial, product team, and also the expert in the field to share the related information into this area. So we also put in the message, what will be the latest. Feel free to add into our newsletter. This is a new journal that we're going to go through. This is the ACS Nutrition Science. Yeah, if Brin have a research group into this area, feel free to follow closely into the new development of this. That will be the research into this area that we have put a lot more focus into this. And we also have the ACS fellow. This is the expert into this field, okay, talking about the sharing about this research area. It could be too many at one time, and some other resources that you can find it from us. You will click into this 3 dot on the right-hand side. You'll be able to see what will be the respective target audience that you can look into. If you want to see more about the product, you want to see more about the author's need, okay, you'll be able to see the resources for the author. So this is our publishing resource centers. We will help you to do the tools of selecting the journals. Okay, if you, for example, you click this particular journal, ACS Agriculture, Science and Technology, that will be able to give you the respective guideline. What will be the author guideline, policy, copyright permission, and all these things. Okay, you'll be able to find the whole process, okay, by knowing the information, okay. And if you want to go in deep to learn some of this, feel free to have access the information. Okay, so this is a solution that we provide. If you want to submit your manuscript, you want to publish with ACS, You want to do your open access publication and other policy for your understanding. I hope we do not restrict only for one sector at a time, but we do have a lot more solution giving to you. So if you look into, when we go back to the ACS publication, okay, we do have the resources, go beyond journal. So for the book sessions, okay, you'll be able to see our books through the area of the symposium series. This book have been doing the chapter exactly like a journal, all have been split into respective chapter when you do the searching. So you can search the content up to the article level. If you want to read the whole book, this is available. You won't be able to differentiate this is a journal or book unless you look into the specifications. And when they look into the full text, this is how the layout exactly like the journal arrangements. Okay, you'll be able to see the latest information based on your reading preference. You'll be able to do the search function across. And the next reference that you're looking into is basically the databases. Okay, we do have some of the databases. If you look into the ACS Guide to Scholarly Communications, we would like to zoom in if you have more time for us to focus into one particular area. Today is just an overview. So this will be the update. So you'll be able to see the contents available from finding a journal all the way to do your submissions. And any of the particular area, most of it is done by the librarian. Now the researcher can do it by themselves. How they're going to doing supporting the data, put it into a data science, sharing it into your depository, and what will be the style required, how we're going to include the whole writing about a manuscript. So they'll give you a very detailed information. Another content that we're looking into will be our ACS in focus. This is another new area. Researchers have been forcing to pick up a lot of new subject area. For example, if a chemist, if they're not familiar about a new area related to the quantum computing or related to the machine learning, they can look into some of this information. For the case like photochemistry essential, this is a quick read material. The chemists could have a better understanding after they're going through these sessions, okay, about what will be the requirement when you're going into some of the area for the energy transferring. That will be able to go through the quick read of understanding. End of the day, they will be able to do some of the animations and some of the video to have better understanding about this topic. So I found this is a good source of the information if you're a researcher who would like to find out more about this. And it's all included in your library collections, but some of the user might not fully aware about it. So for this, okay, after you read the book, you'll be able to wrap up with some of the multimedia learning and also some of the new approach that you put it in. Okay, and all this is in the offline version. You don't need to download because there's a multimedia. You don't need to download, but all this information is already incorporated inside part of your collections. And we have a lot of multimedia features for you to have this information available to you. So when you click into this video, they will run through the whole session for you to understand. They give you a quick learning of a particular topic. So this is beyond the ebook. So we put it into the subject area called the ACS in focus, and it's already included in your collections. Okay. You see any questions so far? Yeah. I see some of the message.
There
Is
are
the
a few
ebook has
questions,
the
yes.
ebook chapter portfolio? Yes.
Mhm.
The ebook have been break down into the respective book chapter. If this is the question that you ask, yes, we'll break it down. Do any of the ACS journal has a hybrid system for free publishing? With the hybrid system, we can choose to publish for free, or what will be the additional requirement? Okay, for this one, Wheeling, yes. We do have the ACS journal have two options. You understand this is a hybrid journal. which is going through the traditional of a publication without paying for the APC. If you want to choose your publication through the open access option, that will be the open access with the APC payment. Or ACS journal with the hybrid model, that means allowed. Or ACS open access journal is a fully open access Go journal. Currently we have 19. Yes, we do have this. We do have a very transparent information. Let me show you where you can find the informations. Okay. You want to know more about the professional chapter later, I will explain to you. So if you look into our website, when you look into the ACS publication part, okay, there will be an area called it the open access. You look into the three dot there. ACS open access. ACS and the open access. Or you just do the ACS open science, you'll be able to find the information, okay, what is included into our open access. Okay, for here, you'll be able to see what is the open access journal, which one is the hybrid journals. Okay, hybrid journal is a journal existingly on the subscriptions, but if you want to pay the APC for this, so they call it the hybrid journal. We also have the journal is fully open access, like our platinum journal, ACS Central Science, ACS Omega, and another 17 journal is a fully open access journal. So if you want to know about it, this is a full open access journal collection. You want to know about it, okay, you can go through the reading and you just want to have a quick look, what will be the pricing, yeah? I think for the Indonesia, yeah, this is a special country pricing, yeah? So for most, all the journal is allowed hybrid, okay? Then if you are ACS member, there will be some discount, okay? And this is a price. This is a sponsor fully open access journal, ACS Central Science. So for Indonesia is under the group of B. I think Indonesia is, let me check. A or B, just hold on. If not mistaken, is Indonesia. If not mistaken, it's under the group B. I can't find it. I'll confirm later. Yeah, there is a discount price given to the specific country group. Okay, from there, you'll be able to see the price structure, ACS Omega. Then there's other ACS Go journal with the CCBY license and CCBY NCNT. These two different have different classifications and the type of the license. And other fully open access journal, we do have some of the newly launched open access journal, they have a promotions. So they do have some of the fees waiver for some of the journals. For this part, it's very, very transparent. You can find all these informations available from the system here. And what is included, you'll be able to find it from here. Okay, so if you link this to the ACS membership, what is the ACS professional membership involved? This is another new area that we look into. For those who are interested into this, okay, we do have the ACS membership information for you. For me, I from the ACS publications, so we work closely in order to reach out to our researcher for some of the outreach activity, and also we support each other for the professional chapters. Okay, any other questions that I miss out? Any questions that you want to raise your hand, then I can talk to you face to face. What will be your interest? Because I try to give you an overview for these sessions. What is ACS? What is ACS publication as a publishers? what will be our collections included for the BRIN. And just for your understanding, BRIN have been using it quite good. And I think Bart Hydro did ask me what will be the support needed in order to see more manuscript being accepted. We do see the submission trends from BRIN. We see average, the submissions of the article is per year, less than about 40 submission. But 40 submission, by end of the year, I only see about 2 or 3 articles being accepted. So it could be due to all kind of reasons. Maybe awareness about the ACS journals, what is applicable, relevant to your research. Or maybe that time you don't have the access, so you might not fully aware ACS journal have a very impactful content, and we have a good impact factors, and we have a good reputation in terms of supporting the science across multidiscipline area, because I see some of the users still put us as a chemistry collections. They do not link us to other subject area. It could be due to this reason or other related, or maybe some of them you find it is too difficult to have our manuscript be accepted. Yeah. So we want to provide this kind of a groundwork understanding. We'll give you a better understanding about the ACS directions, ACS resources, and also the ACS focus. Yeah. From there, you'll be able to see ACS being expand from chemical core chemistry to all the way to the applied material, applied sciences, to right now we focus a lot more on the environmental science and technology. The new journal into the area of the electrochemistry, nanomedicines, nutritionists. We're also moving into a lot more in the area of agriculture and the food science. So you find the right matching, you need some resources, you need some training, you need us to provide some of the ground understanding. Feel free to reach out to us, because we want to work together with the library to provide you with, for the case like our flagship program, ACS on Campus. So this is an event recently, we just do it with one of the conference in IUPAC 2025. This is a major congress in the region. We do have the ACS on Campus IUPAC. We invite our researcher, our scientists to share how to going through the tip of publishing, what we will process to support the mentor and mentee relationship. And we also invited our ACS presidents to join to do the closing, what will be our directions into this current scientific community. So a lot happening. Okay, we continue to encourage you to sign on to our activity. If you find this is something we can give you, not only for the content, it could be an opportunity for you to do a collaboration. Yeah, especially I found a lot of research relevant into these regions. The researcher from other countries would like to work closely with you. Okay, that will be a quick and more fast sharing in terms of this development. We want to be the bridge to connect you, yeah, with the researcher into this field. Any questions?
Silakan Bapak Ibu yang ingin bertanya melalui chat box atau langsung raise hand. Mungkin pertanyaan mengenai submission dan fitur lainnya dari ACS.
Share the link for this the web panel session. Feel free to join us, yeah, to learn about some of the new area. This is a web panel link that we're going to have it for this 14 August. I think for the brain, I will be able to see the current situation is user using it, access our contents, and they found the contents is relevant. But in terms of publishings, It's still not much awareness. Year to date, I only see the two key flagship journal that they have been submitting is one of it is the Journal of Physical Chemistry. This is back to 2023. This is Journal of Physical Chemistry C. Another one, few article is from the ACS Omega. So the research area is all come from the area of, let me see whether any of the, because after brain merge, I won't be able to see they come from which group. But if this is a two physical chemistry and also ACS Omega, I can see that will be the submission been accepted. We still see average that will be about 40 submissions. Yeah, maybe work in progress, going through the peer review process, getting it through for some of the submissions whole process. And recently ACS have been invest report over the Chrono Hubs. This will be a platform putting a lot more resources on our submission process in order to get our whole submissions process in a more faster and smooth transitions. There will be an investment involved in putting the informations and make it easy to access, and the author will be easy to navigate. Yeah, from there that will be able to work in the whole process of the manuscript submissions. Do you need any of the information that we can share through the library? Okay, what will be the journals included in our collections? Yeah, so I give you a list of the journal, or you can browse through our website. What will be the journal submissions that you can consider? I give you the list of the journal you can download from our file there, or you can get it from your library. What will be the contact? The journal is available from ACS. Let me share it into this chat box right now. So when you look into the ACS journals, okay, you just look into the journal publication information. Yeah, all these journal you can choose for to submit your manuscript. If you want to find out more about the new development, what is included into these collections, yeah, we do have the latest blog update, put it in. If you want to know more about what is ACS on campus, so this is our flagship journal to help and support our researcher in the region. Okay, that will be a lot of learning, and we have been supporting globally with the ACS on campus, our outreach activity to bring in our expert, our editor from the market to share their research experience. And we do have some of the events is coming in, and most of it, we bring it right in front of the research door. I mean, we bring it to you to look into what will be your researcher need. Okay, we bring in the expert to talk about this requirement. Okay, I hope not too much at this stage. Yeah, feel free to ask more. If you want to have a class to train your young researcher on the peer review, we can do it online. Yeah, the peer review, ACS Reviewer Lab, we do have some expert into this area. Or you want to bring in expert to talk about as an author, what would be the criteria? We do have some of the resources can guide you through. Especially we bring in our editorial team to work closely with us so that we'll be able to support the library in what will be your research requirement. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Mandy. Are there any questions, Bapak Ibu? And also, Mandy, can you please help me with your presentation file? Yes.
Yeah, I did share because the file is big.
Yeah,
Wendy,
it's okay.
yeah, I think because a lot of screenshot, I did try to say if the demo itself is just too many, the file is more than about 20 kilo megabyte. So I shared it with Wendy. Wendy will be able to share with you. Yeah.
All right.
So I
Yes.
just give you some screenshot about some of the curated content that we can make it to you. And we do have our Nobel Prize winner, who is our editor-in-chief. I think Professor Caroline Pedossi. Yeah, she's our ACS Central Science editor-in-chief. And she had the Nobel Prize award 2 years ago. Yeah. So we hope this will give you a better understanding about what ACS have. Yeah. Started for the chemistry by the chemists to right now reaching out to the global user. Okay. Wendy, feel free to share the file so that you have the file available. I hope I can continue to provide more resources to you. What will be the thing can help you to support your research? If we need collaborations, connections, we connect you with the professional chapters. If you have interest to establish the Indonesian chapter, definitely I will connect my ACS membership colleague to work into it. Maybe can start from BRIN, yeah, to initiate the professional chapter in the Indonesia, which we had done this job recently in Singapore. Singapore professional chapters have been established. This is the second year. Yeah. Malaysia have been established for 11 years. Then Thailand and other country. Yeah. So this could be another initiative we can work together with BRIN. Okay. I hope
All right.
I don't drag too long. Apologize for the mistake that I didn't go through the protocol.
Okay. Thank you, Mandy. I think there are no more questions. Silakan untuk Ibu Rasti.
Ya, baik. Thank you, Miss Mandy, for the presentation. Thank you, Miss Talita. Baik, Bapak dan Ibu, karena sudah tidak ada pertanyaan lagi, izin untuk menutup acaranya. Sebelumnya, saya mengingatkan untuk Bapak dan Ibu mengisi daftar hadir pada link yang sudah di-share di chat dan dimohon untuk mengisi link survei kebutuhan e-resources dan AI di Brain. Baik, saya eh, atas nama MC mengucapkan mohon maaf apabila ada kata-kata yang kurang berkenan. Marilah kita tutup acara ini dengan bersama-sama mengucapkan Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Miss Mandisam.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Have a good day.